Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make some pigment paste. I've got some different things here we're going to make it out of. I've got these little containers that I picked up. Let's back up just a little bit. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree. I've got 10 of them. So let's get a couple of these out. Sorry about the noise. I thought you might want to see what I was using. Just these little containers with the lids. Airtight. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got about 6 different colors. I'm going to do some neon pigment paste. I've got so many colorants for making soap that I want to start using them in my resin. So some of them look really cool in soap, the neon ones, but I also thought, you know, why not go ahead and mix up some paste that way, especially because I'm getting ready to do some Easter cakes in my next video, and I wanted some paste ready to go, especially that neon pink. I've got some cute ideas with some of the stuff I got from Hobby Lobby with that. So anyway, let's just get these out here. And I have no idea. Let's see, I guess I'll put some Part A in here. I've got this little stuff that I got off of Temu. It just says epoxy resin. I don't even think there's a... Yep, there's... Yep. No brand or anything like that. So I'm going to make my paste with it, and then we're going to try it out in a mold too. I've got this little, whoops, piece of glitter or something on there. Yep, there's another one. Anyway, I've got this little seashell mold I'm going to try out some of the translucent in when we're done to see how that kind of comes out. So for now, I'm going to put my gloves on real quick. I don't want to get that sticky stuff. I just can't get that off my skin, I tell you. I just can't get it off at all. Even the alcohol just don't quite get all that sticky. Alrighty. Now let's see, there's probably a little capper on here. Yep. Get rid of that. And the other part. I'm also going to do some little spoons. I've got some ocean white, and I'm going to mix some white and some translucent and swirl it, and I want to see how that comes out too. So I've got some fun little experiments going on. I'm just going to put some Part A in 3 of them, and then I'm going to put Part B in 3 of them. And I don't know how much you need. I'm just winging it. Just put a couple milliliters depth in there. Sorry, I do things left-handed for some reason. Put my camera on the other side, huh? Alright, so that's enough of Part A. We'll cap that off, and we'll use... I didn't take all too much. Used down to about here on the bottle, so... You use so little, it really doesn't matter if there's a tiny bit of extra A or B in there. I've never noticed a difference in curing or anything like that using pigment paste. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some in this one. Of course, this one's a lot runnier. Alright, we'll see how much color we can get packed into this stuff here, huh? Alright, which one should we start with? Let's start with this neon green. This one is from Nurture Soap Company. It's just a neon green color that I've had. It is great in cold process soap. I'm sure I'll have plenty left. I just wanted to... Oh, some fell in here, so it looks like in this one you go. We're just going to scoop. Gosh, I don't know. We'll start there. See if I can get some more in. Oh my. This is going to be so handy. So I don't have to worry about getting out stuff and powder flying around every single time. I'll just have it ready to go. So I'm going to be okay with that green. That's pretty dark. Cool. I could probably mix a little more in there. I'm going to kind of wait and see, but for now I'm just going to put the lid on it. Set that one aside. And then put the lid back on there before it goes everywhere. Oops, and it did. Oh. Alright, we'll do yellow. Next I've got this yellow Canary. This one's a Shimmer Mica powder. I got this one from Crafter's Choice, but the website for this one is Wholesale Supplies Plus. And since I got a little green in this one, I'm just going to put my yellow down here in this one. And more sirens incoming. Geez, try to film a video in these days and you get sirens. Sorry, I was trying to get that mica off of there and I spilt my little bit of it in there. That's okay. Alright. And we'll get this one up here and get this mixed up. I bet this mixes in really nice. I'm making a mess in all my other liquids, so here, why don't I put those off to the side? There we go. We'll just, well, good Lord. Good Lord of mercy. My window's open behind me and it's a bit windy. Well, let's see if we can't get that messed up a little bit. Oopsie. Gust of wind got us good. Alright, get that later. Alright, let's keep on going here. That is a nice shimmery paste. It's not lumpy or nothing. Those neons clump all the time. They clump in when you mix them with oil for your soap and everything. They're always kind of clumpy like that. I kind of expected it to be like that. You don't believe that could take a little bit more powder itself. I'm going to make another mess. Oh, sure enough. Well, that's alright. Alright, let's put the lid back on that guy. Okay, I'll get that worked on in there. Poof. Stir slow, stir slow. Oh, this is turning into a nice paste. Oh my. What have I done to the... Oh. Good gravy. That one's pretty. I can get it off my stick. There we go. That one's nice and pearlescent. See if I can get this mica powder off of this container. Get that little bit off there. I'll clean these up. I'm going to label them and stuff here too. I just wanted to get a few mixed up and test them out. Gosh darn. Man, there's got to be a better way. Well, take your time. That's a better way, I guess. Alright. Okay, ready for the next one. Alright, this time we're going to try, I've got this Mai Tai orange. This is from Wholesale Supplies Plus, made by Crafter's Choice. And this is also a pearlescent mica powder. Yeah, I believe, yeah it is. Alright, here we go. Oh man, that is so pretty. Wow. Mai Tai orange. Why does that look pink? In the light, that looks pink to me. It looks really pink. Oh no, that's gorgeous. I'm going to add some more, but I just want to add it a little at a time because I made such a mess on the yellow. Just kind of fold it in like tiny bacon. I mean baking, not bacon. My accent is showing. Alright, I think I might, I don't know. It's quite a bit of powder in there. That's an awful pretty color. I think we'll go with that. That's pretty, it's pretty concentrated in there. I don't know. Well, I could just play with that color all day. It's so pretty. Okay. And then there's how that one turned out. You know, I noticed, I'm not, no, you know, it like I said, I could probably add a lot more. Like this yellow one here, when I dumped a ton in there, I mean, that's probably what it ought to look like. I don't know, there's quite a bit in there, and that might be a little too much powder. It's hard for me to tell, but see how the texture on that is a little bit different. I don't know, I mean, I'm going to keep it and use it, but I don't want to get it too much in there. Alright, so we'll cap that off. I think we're good on that one. Oh, I cannot wait to play with these. Alright, now I've got another little one here, and I've got this Klein blue. Look at this blue color. Isn't that pretty? This is a Shimmer Mica also. Get this open over here. Oh man, that is so pretty. I don't have any, I don't have very many dark blue colors actually. This might be one of the few I've got. I've got some resin inks, but I don't have any powdered like pigments or anything, and I forgot I had that powder till I got to digging for my neons. So, got quite a bit in that one. We'll see if we can get that all stirred in. Ooh, poof. I'm trying to avoid the poof. Well, that's looking okay. That looks pretty good. A little bit more down in there and we'll get... Oh my, there went some more powder. Oh, there's some on the sides. I thought I had all that. Alright, I think that one's mixed pretty good. Got a nice texture. Ooh, man, it's got a nice sheen to it. Can you guys see that sheen? That's pretty. Klein blue. That one is, hang on, we'll see where we get that one. This one's from Nurture Soap Company. It's nurturesoap.com. It's Klein blue. I love that color for soap making too. It's really pretty. Okay, that is very concentrated. Now let's see, I think I've got 2 more. Yes, I do. I'm going to try to make this reddish one. It's called Blood Drops. And this one, I got this one from Soapbox Micas, and they don't sell micas anymore. I don't think they even, I don't even think that's a thing anymore, but that's where that came from. Clean up my mess just a little bit. Alright, so let's do some of this, and hopefully I can get a pretty red color. That'd be nice. Take my stick out of this Mai Tai orange. Cover that up before I knock it off. Alright, let's go with these. I mean, what color should we do the seashell? I want to do it in a neon. Let's see. Alright, let's put this here. Put this here Blood Drops in. See what that looks like in the resin. That's quite a bit of resin in this one, so. Let's see how that does. Oh, that's turning pretty. Ooh, look at that. I don't feel any lumps. That mica stirs in that resin real good. It's pretty red. I see it in the light. Yeah. Sorry, I got my light right behind me. My patio's open. Look at that. Look at that shimmer red. That's really pretty. I like that one. Cool. Alright, I've got one more, and that is going to be this pink. And it's a neon pink. It is called Ye Olde Neon Pink, and I got this from TKB Trading, which is a soap supply company, I believe. So it's tkbtrading.com. That's their website. Not sponsored by anybody, just checking it out. At least not in this video. I've got a sponsored video coming. Oh, it's not sponsored, but I'm an affiliate. So I'll have a video coming up soon from a mold I had to get. I know you guys know the mold. But they are so backed up on orders, I don't think they've made mine yet. Because they had a sale on several of their molds, actually. And this particular mold, I know, was on sale. And thanks to Marvelous Artsy Marva, I got a discount code and was able to purchase this mold. And so that was very nice. I like that. Thank you, Marva. Love her channel. She's always doing such fun, creative things. I tell you who's creative now. Tell me if y'all seen this video yet. Blue Elephant Gifts put out her book. Talk about some art skills with the painting job and the stencil on the front on that book cover she did. Oh my, my, my. You want to talk about beautiful now. I wish I had that amount of talent. This pink is shaping up to be gorgeous. You guys, I've used this pink as the powder before in my resin, and it's so neon and pretty. It really is. It's not for, you know, everything. It's just certain projects. I made a clear, oh, kind of, well, you know, a transparent ashtray for my daughter's house, and I put a string of lights in it and stuff, and then I put a cork on the bottom, like a pretty thick one, so it would, about the thickness of the remote. And then I cut out a spot for the remote on the bottom, so she could turn her ashtray on when she's in the dark if she needs her ashtray. And that turned out super cute. I put some glitter in it and a butterfly tattoo. I don't know if I have any pictures of that still, but if I do, I'll throw it up. Alright, again, that's one of those kind of grainy neon, so that's pretty good. And that's a ton packed in there, so I'm good with that. I lost me a lid. Nope, I didn't. Here it is. Alright, so everything's got a lid on it. So now we're going to mix up a little bit of resin and we're going to try out this shell mold and everything. I've got these sitting right here. This is my heat mat right here. And so I've got me a cup here. I think I'll mix up about 4 ounces of resin, and then let's see, and then we'll go ahead and pour that mold. We'll use one of our pigments and see how it comes out. Got them all lined up here. We'll pick one. Which one should I use, guys? Alright. There's part B. We'll see how this Timu resin does. Put that a little bit over the tail. And I'm super ventilated right now. I've got complete breeze through in my house. I've got windows open and the breeze is just flowing straight through, so I'm not going to worry about a mask right this second because the wind is taking the fumes right out the window. Alright, so we've got our resin mixed up here. Let's get that going. So, what do you guys think? Oh, I wonder if I should put anything in the shell. Or maybe just paint the rim. I think we should just test out our pigment and stick to that. Let's go ahead and get this mixed. I can fast forward you through the mixing. This big wide stick does a good job. I'm not worried about bubbles either, really. This is just a test. I just kind of want to see how the shell's going to come out. I'd like to do it in blue so it matches my bathroom, but that's not a neon. I'd like to do a neon. And I don't want pink. I have everything. Let's do a neon green. That'd match my bathroom. I've got some green in there. I'll put up a little picture of the light switch cover I did for my bathroom. If I can find it and put it in, I'll pop it up right here. Alright. We'll go ahead and call that good. Looks good. Lots of bubbles. I'll just let that set for just a minute. I'm hoping I have some extra left over. I'd like to pour some of these little spoons. They're so cute. Oh, I've got a mess. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Should I pour off a little bit? No, I don't guess I will. We'll just do the green. Alright, let's see how this goes, y'all. A little stick here. Now this is the grainiest one, so this will kind of be a good test. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my stick, about like that. That's probably too much. I'm going to start with a little bit less. I'm just going to start with that little bit on my stick. We'll see how that does. Oh my gosh, don't have to worry about that powder going everywhere. I can see the lumps and clumps in there though. They can be stirred out. Like I said, I'm not worried about the bubbles right now. And if you've got a vac, you can, you know, you can stir it and then pop it in and get your bubbles out. I don't have that because I just craft for resin for fun. So I'm not really too worried about bubbles and stuff because the only people that see my crafts or get them is me and my friends, so my family. I've already been through the Etsy soap making thing for years. I'm not really interested in doing that again. I wouldn't mind, you know, selling some resin crafts or something on eBay, but I'm never going back to that Etsy life. I'm just not going to do it. A lot of people love it. My daughter's one of them, and I know she does very well on there, but for some reason it's either oversaturated with soap makers or something. And the fees, whoo, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, so where's my seashell mold? Quick subject change. Have I lost my seashell already? Oh, here she is. She's hiding. Here, okay, so let's put her up here in the front. She's the star of the show after all. And I've probably got a few things in there, maybe some powder, but like I said, it's a test video. So here's our neon green. It doesn't glow in the dark, I promise. It's just neon. So let's get that in here. And I could have done a better job mixing it. I kind of just wanted to test how much powder to put in the paste, really. I see a little bubble I'm going to get out real quick. It's right here in the tip. Oh, it almost came out. It's coming out. It's trying to. There you go. Now we're up toward the top. Okay, let's finish getting some in here. Now what if well, I got that domed right up. Alright, now what I was just wondering, what if I were to take some of this and put in there? I'm experimenting today. I'm a mad scientist. Alright, I'm going to mix some ocean white in here, and then I'm going to swirl them and pour these spoons. So, brand new bottle, never used it. Probably got a seal on it somewhere. Yep. But this is the Let's Resin Ocean White Pigment Paste. It seems to be all the rage in the resin community, so I wanted to give you a bottle and play with it. So like I said, I'm just going to put not very much at all. Hang on one second. It's thick, it's got to get up there, but we're going to do 1 drop, 2 drops, and that's it. Alright, now let's stir that up a little bit. I'm just curious if I'm going to get like a creamy green and I wish I could get them green chunks out of there. There's got to be a better way. Wonder if I run that through a sieve. Yeah, that definitely went white on me. Okay. See you, Let's Resin Ocean White. Okay. Alright. I like that. But you know what? I'm going to go you one more, and I'm going to do 1 more drop. Just because I want to get a little bit more contrast, but I think these are going to be so cute. I wished I'd put glow in the dark, but we'll do that in the next one. I got tons of glow in the dark stuff to do. I'm putting 1 more tiny drop in there. Well, it's not tiny, it's regular. Alright, I got 1 more regular drop in there. And what I want to do is just get that, even if that's a little swirly, it's okay. I think I've got oh, there's a chunk, I've seen it. Well, you can't get them all, can you? Like I said, if I was making, you know, it'd be different, but this stuff's just for me. I want it to be pretty, but this one's a test video. I think that's actually, I don't know, that might be, that's just a chunk anyway, can't tell. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on this green. I love that so far. I don't have my alcohol by me, so I'll give that a spray here in just a minute. But this, I'm going to drizzle in here. Alright, I'll scrape that out in a minute too, but let's give this a couple turns. See if we can get some swirly spoons. How cute. I should have cleaned this mold up. Alright, well, we've got everything poured. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat mat on, and we'll be back to unmold this stuff and see how our pigment paste seashell come out. Alright guys, it's been a couple of hours here. I think we're ready to demold. We're still a little warm. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get this started here. Definitely soft. I'm going to go pause you guys for a second, and we're going to go run this under some cold water. Alright, we're back from the sink. I just want to run a little cold water in there. Hopefully I don't bend it too bad. That really does help a lot, running some cold water. Oh, look how that turned out. Now see, you can see the speckles from where I didn't get it started very good, but definitely did a good job. Yeah, that's really soft. I'll have to put that with some cold water. But that's really cute. Look at all the bubbles I got in there. But see inside, lots of unmixed. That green's a little chunky, it's a little tricky, but I have hope. I'm going to keep working with it and see if I can't get that blended up a little bit better. I've got one of those little tiny mixers, you know. I might use that and see if I can't get that blended a little smoother before I try it the next project. But let's see how our spoons came out. If we got any sort of... Ooh, they're bendy. Just some spotty pieces from the... down here. Cute though. I'm going to make these into magnets for the fridge. Those will be really cute. I'm going to lay them off to the side actually until they finish curing. Let's see if we got any. Yeah, we got some striations in this one. It's got some more of that spotty green. I kind of think it just adds to the effect. I'd like to get a really blended one with some clear on the top, but I'm not seeing it. But here's this one here. And I'm going to put some little magnets on the back, and those are going to be just something to stick on the fridge. Super cute. And here's this one here. I mean, they're all a little bit swirly. I'm not sure how well that's being picked up, but so we've got our 4 little spoons. And then we've got our seashell here. So overall, it was fun making the pigment paste. It's just this green, so I kind of wanted to test it just to see if it was easier to stir out of the resin, but really it's not. So I'm going to take that little blender thing to it, and we'll get an update on this green. But the rest should work really nicely, so I'll lay these out till they're totally dry, and then that. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like, comment, share some stuff with me about tricks you guys might know about making pigment paste, and when you run into these kind of troubles. Have you ever tried one of those little whiskey blender things? Those little, it's just a real small thing with the circle on the end. But anyway, if not, I might bring you back and we'll try that in a video and then test it again. We'll have to see. But anyway, stay tuned. We've got more fun videos coming up. You guys have a blessed day. Appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye. Love you guys.